Okay, here we go. We're back. If you've been sticking around, really appreciate you sticking around. If you're just joining, thank you very much. So next up, the one thing that's killing your on-camera confidence, and it's not what you think. Just to let you know who I am Coach Larry, a video expert from the San Francisco Bay Area. I've spent over 2 decades crafting video content for these companies you may know of. I teach busy and resourceful entrepreneurs how to effortlessly create professional videos that attract their people who share their same values. And if you identify as an entrepreneur or content creator, the reality is the better you are at crafting and creating your content that attracts your ideal audience, really the more money you can potentially make. This presentation is a taste of my full course on the basics of video production for beginners. The course is geared towards anyone with a DIY spirit who is at the start of their journey in creating video content, or anyone who is ready to graduate from using their phones to shoot their video content and they're ready to level up their video quality. However, I always say this is perfectly fine if you need to or want to use your phone. If the thought of being in front of a camera makes you nervous, you are definitely not alone. Today I'm going to share some tips with you that will help you overcome your camera shyness and help you present confidently, whether you're creating content for social media, video blogs, or professional presentations. So let's talk about the very common issue of being camera shy. Now, I would also put anxiety into the same ballpark of being camera shy. Basically, any mindset where there is this deep-seated fear that keeps you from putting yourself out there on camera. For example, my nature, to be transparent, is to be behind the scenes, particularly behind the camera, like literally behind the camera. That's what I'm used to. And I've had to kind of unlearn what I've learned, in other words, to push myself out of my comfort zone to even do, something like this right now. All right, party people, the first most important thing to do is you have to understand your fears. Without understanding, to some extent, the root cause of your camera shyness or anxiety level, you will never really be able to progress in this journey of putting your content out there and attracting the people that align with your values and serve those people. There's an amazing analogy Roberto Blake came up with about content creation. Putting content out there is like the time when you are in a new school, middle school or high school, and you're looking to find your new group of friends. Think back to that time, right? There's a lot of anxiety inherent in that experience. For being on camera, it might be fear of judgment or fear of making a mistake or imposter syndrome, or maybe you just don't like how you look or sound on camera. Acknowledging these fears is the first step to overcoming them. Knowing the cause helps you try to find that right solution. So, like I said, I'm a person who is, more comfortable behind the scenes, behind the camera. And, I too don't like the way I look or sound on camera. It's, but I've come to accept it. It's perfectly normal, I think, after, working with other people on shooting their videos over the decades. The issue is whether or not those feelings really keep us from making progress. It's pretty simple. Just take baby steps. Don't bite off more than you can chew. If you're worried about how you look or sound, or if you're hesitant to record yourself in any way, you can always work on your presentation skills. Set up your filming area and practice maybe with something small, short, simple recordings. There's really no need to dive into long or complex content right away. You could start by recording yourself speaking for just like 30 seconds about something you're passionate about. This repetition reduces the pressure and makes the experience less daunting. And over time, these short sessions, if you will feel more natural, and you'll be able to extend the duration of being on camera as your confidence grows. Really, the goal here is to gradually improve your skills at performing. If the idea that you are performing is in some way triggering, think of it this way. One component of a high-quality video is the performance of a person on camera. Even if it's like a vlog or some kind of educational teaching content, the reality is for people to be drawn to your content, there has to be some level of charisma and value you provide. It doesn't mean you have to be as good as a professional actor. You just can't be this guy. Next, I would say practice, practice, practice. Consistency, it's everything. Most people, like I said, is normal. They get nervous because there's just simply a big camera in front of them, and it's not normal. It is unusual. It's not a thing you normally do. There's a reason why there's professional actors, professional, news people, on-camera talent. Speaking on camera is a skill that takes practice, just like anything else. You can even start by not publishing your videos. Just record for practice and review them to see your progress. Kind of like a video diary. Gwen Stefani, talked about her time in No Doubt. They always record themselves, recording themselves performing, and then watch it back and see what looks cool, what doesn't look cool, what's working and not. One thing that works for me actually is using a teleprompter. If it helps you to read word for word, right? Teleprompter is great, it's ideal. You can also try improvising with a teleprompter with a mixture of reading word for word on the teleprompter mixed with like bullet points to kind of help you remember the talking points that you're trying to hit on. You can also use an app called Big View, BIGVU, where you can see the teleprompter on your phone. It's really perfect if you have, if you're doing Instagram Reels. Bottom line, the more you practice, the more comfortable you're going to become. And remember, the key is to start small and practice consistently. Each step you take is progress, and with time, you're going to find that being on camera can become one of your strengths, actually. It's going to serve you well in the long run. Quick plug here, if this has been helpful for you, please join me live every Wednesday at noon Pacific time to ask me anything about video production. Register using the link in the description or by scanning the QR code, and you'll instantly get my free DIY Make Your Pro Studio Checklist PDF. It comes with a comprehensive shopping list of all the equipment you need to create professional level video content. Plus, you'll stay in the loop about my weekly Ask Me Anything live streams with reminders and exclusive updates. If you have any questions about video production, definitely put them in the comments. I'm actively monitoring them. Your questions are definitely going to help me. They're going to guide me with what future content to make to help you get a quick win and start, making content as fast as possible. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Thanks for joining.